Hello, I'll be drawing one of my light keys today. Let's wait for a couple of minutes. Maybe others will join too. But practically, I've been drawing something like this. So here we have a button part of the key and then a motto or saying. And let's see how we will merge it all together. These are my original plans, actually. So this idea came to me, as you can see, in the middle of April, and I decided to create the series of drawings. And currently I've done, how many? 8 of them. Actually, there are a bit more cards than just 8. And I've got lots of them, lots of blank ones. So I'll be busy with them maybe until the end of this year, or until I'll get tired. So to start with, we're not starting. There's a minute. There's still a minute. But at least I've got several patterns selected for the next key, and I'm not sure which one to select. Let's see, because I also like to browse my project as a cohesive unit, and maybe there are enough of these mandala keys. Maybe I will do something like that. In that case, one of these patterns will do better than others. And actually, these are my latest patterns. They all form the revised beginner's deck, which is suitable for all the beginners, everyone who is willing to practice drawing very common, simple and intermediate patterns. So I built it on my oldest patterns, and I think that anyone with a dedication can repeat these patterns and have fun in daily practice. So okay, I guess I will draw each of these patterns and see what it looks like, and then I will draw the key on this style. So hello to everyone who is joining us today. I'll start with this initial pattern. This is one of my favorite patterns to draw, and it can be drawn in several ways, in several variations. So this is the first one, very easy. This is the second one, you see, and actually we can just decorate it a bit. Maybe I need something like that. But there is a way to draw it, like so. So it resembles a flower. So maybe I selected that one. If you've got any questions, you just drop them, because I'll be looking at the screen from time to time. And here is how I draw the words. I start from that one. For example, create. And now I turn it around, and now I know how far this word goes, and I just repeat it like that. So this is my first choice. I guess it looks quite nice. And the second pattern will be this one, win. This one is a little more complicated, as you can see. Okay. So actually you can start it like that, growing from the bottom to top, but actually I can draw it just like that, drawing one by one and just decorating them like so. I'm drawing in my so-called messy sketchbook, because here I can practice some ideas without the fear to ruin the space, on the sketchbook. It doesn't need to be beautiful. I just need a place to keep it all tracked. Okay, I guess this button wouldn't fit here nicely, so maybe I'll stick on this one, but at least I can invent something. Maybe, okay, sometime put it like so. Okay. I just emulate the card in my sketchbook, and I see how it would look like. This is actually the phrase that I'm going to write down. Someone is asking, will you save this live for us to follow and draw later? I will try to, but I don't know how I will manage to do it, because this is my first live done on Facebook. and actually I have no idea how easy or tough it is to save it. Hopefully I will manage to do so, of course. So this pattern is a no-no for this keys series, so I will stick to that one. I just need to leave enough of space to write down this motto, so I'll try to recreate it, maybe just to see how much space it takes. Just, okay, like so. So hopefully, yeah, it fits. So actually, I'll be using that one with these trees. I just need to understand how much it will take. Okay, let's see. So, I've got my compass and ruler, and I need to find this in the middle. It's 4.5. Okay. Doesn't look very in the middle. Okay. The tiles can be quite uneven. Seems okay. So if I were to embed a circle, so this is the narrowest point. Let me, can I move it closer? Let me try. I see it's not as easy as in Zoom, but hopefully, could you please drop a comment if you see it okay? I'm not sure what's going on with this, the focus. So okay, this is actually the largest circle that I can fit. Oh, it's not the largest. Okay, on this one. It's totally okay. And how to understand how many circles do I need? This is top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 or 7. But I actually just need a couple of concentrated circles to create a decent pattern, an even pattern. I'll be using my favorite fine liners. You can use anything you've got. You can use any pens, anything, actually, pencils, you name it. So let's see. So, okay, hopefully I won't ruin it too much. And we've got the middle. I love this little bolt. I like rotating the tile, so the curve looks nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe it will be enough. 6, 7. Okay. You see, it's very easy. Most of my patterns are really easy. They get complex when details are added or when shading is done in a more complex way, but actually almost any pattern can be dissected to be a very simple one. So this is it. Maybe I'll add some bulbs. Here. Like so. I can add more details for later when I see how it all looks like. And then I need to remove the pencil. And actually I don't like usual rubber because it leaves a lot of pieces. So I like this kneaded rubber. It works very nice with the soft pencil that I use in my compass. And you see, it leaves no trace of pencil and leaves no mess afterwards. So I'm going to write adapt and move on. So it will look like that. Adapt. Okay. I'm drawing bigger letters that I would if I would just write them down, because I would do something called box lettering, box calligraphy. Adapt and okay, like so. And here I'm adding weight to these letters. Like so. It's very easy to do a nice writing if you have so-called bad handwriting, but if you just work a bit, any handwriting can be, you know, how to say, beautified, yeah. So here I would work on details. I'm taking my finest fine liner. this is 0.03 in a pin, as usually. And I'm going just to add some more weight in the corners. The reason why I love drawing in series because I can draw something small but daily, and I love finishing a small project daily. Or I love working on a really big canvases. So this is a very interesting part of me, that some says that I should work on the little things, and the other says that I should do something grand. Okay. I'll just add some veins, so it would look more alive, though it wouldn't be even visible after coloring. Like so. I don't know if I want to add something or not, maybe not. And I'll switch to coloring. I'm using Posca pencils, and the reason is because they are very vivid, and they do not smudge, because they are acrylic pencils, actually. That's why I love them. I use them on all surfaces, including stones, and that's why I think they are the most versatile. You see, I've created this drawing on a stone, and I used the same pencils to color it. So this is it. I guess this is a very nice idea to use the same media on all the surfaces. Okay, I'll put it here. Usually I work from the lightest color to the darkest. First I add the lightest color very lightly, just to, just to mark where it should go. And actually the next layers will merge better and easier if there is this light pencil layer underneath it. Right now I'm adding this bright white because later it might be not as visible on the thick layer of colors. So here goes the highlight part. And that is the beauty of drawing on craft paper, because the highlights really pop. I'll get back to these light pops later. And then I'm using the darkest shade to create this deeper shade and the darkest part. I don't use too much of it, just not overdo it. And then I take my middle shade and try to blend the colors, and then I will return to this pale blue once again. Like so. And you see that these pencils blend really well together. And now I'm using this lightest shade to blend all the colors. I just don't really touch these highlights. And here, yes, I'm adding a bit more of dark shade, just to tell this petals apart. On the very edge of each petal, I'm pressing really lightly, like so. Yes, it looks quite 3D, what do you think? And then I'll blend here further. Like so. Now it's time to do these light bulbs. Highlights first, and then shading with the color. Here we are. I'm just using a very light colored shadow just to emphasize the letters, like so. And it's done. You see, it's so fast. This card can be done in around 20 minutes, and this is my daily practice. So this is the white key number 9. And I sign it and put today's date, because years later you would love to compare your work to your current work, and it's a very nice idea to have everything signed. And as I've got some time, I've got half an hour for that, I guess I'll try this one, this button. It goes packing, and actually it is perfect for drawing a mandala, because when it's drawn in triangles, it creates these almost heart-like shapes, you see, like so. And it looks really, really nice. Like this. So I'll try to create that one. This is easy, you see. So again, I can just eyeball the middle, like so, and try it. Yeah, it's okay. It fits. Actually, to divide the circle into 6 parts, all you need to do is to draw a diameter line and stick your compass with the same radius at the intersection, and you've got this division. See? And here I guess I need a thicker pen, so this is 0.3, and of course, and we'll start with that one. Okay. I'll be happy to see your tries of these buttons if you're following me. Like so. And we just repeat it. Oops. See? And we've already got a mandala. I'll just trace this circle. Okay, like so. And I tried it to have a key, so I could remove the pencil's marks. And that's it. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And then I take my finer pen to draw all these fine details, all these roundings that actually make this button pop. Can you see these little leaves here? No. I really love this stage. I'll try this button. You see how different it looks with the roundings and without? Like so. Okay. So this is basically the button. I will just try to, maybe I'll add a little bit of detail in here to add more contrast. Yeah, looks nice. Like so. think about the phrase to add to this key. Let me think. Let me recall what I've already got. I got love, explore, be kind, create. This is my favorite key for now. Practice and persist. When in doubt, simplify. Try new. And this is actually another try new. Just breathe. Adapt and move on. Okay. I've got a list of recorded words, ideas. Get it done. I guess get it done is a very nice idea. So let's see how get it done can look like. So this is it. It's a bit bigger. So actually get it done. I see it doesn't fit. We can do it like that. I don't know, that one was better. Okay, I'll try to do it in a very narrow lettering. It fit. At least it fit. Okay. At least it fit. You know that influencers and bloggers usually don't show the failures, but during live it's hard to skip. Okay, so can that one. And we'll do a fast color in it. I'll use the same colors as the previous one, but I'll do more of this pink one. This is maybe pale red. And let's see how it goes. Highlights first. Okay. It blends well. You see? Nice. Yep. Hello everyone who's joining. Yep. I love adding colors one by one to the whole work because in this case I will add the colors evenly with the same pressure, and that it's easier for me to pick up the project if I just stop and, I don't know, have a cup of tea also. You see, if I stopped here, it'll be easier for me to pick up. I'm glad that you like it. Thank you for commenting. It makes me feel that I'm not doing it all alone, because sometimes I feel kind of weird just sitting here drawing and speaking to myself. Maybe that's why I seldom do any live. So actually, your comments are very supportive. Okay. Thank you. I love drawing organic patterns, not just purely geometric ones. Maybe because I love nature and I get inspired with all those flowers, plants. Oh, you see? Claire says, looking lovely. I have tried a few of your keys. Thank you so much for drawing with me. I'm sharing just in case that you can get inspired. Take your pens and draw with me. Miriam, thank you so much that you like my style. Okay, and what will I do here? I guess more white and more blue. Yep. And here too. Like so. A bit of contrast. Looks okay. For coloring, I use Posca pencils. And I proceed. Okay, I've got 10 minutes left. Okay, like that. Okay, and this one is almost done. Okay, like so. And maybe I will add this label here. And this time without the highlights, just a shading. Yeah. And as I told before, I work my way around the mandala with one color first. And then I add the other. Like so. Okay. Miriam is asking, can you please explain more about what it is about these keys? This is actually just my project about merging any kind of pattern or mandala and a saying or a motto. Oh, hey Alicia, cześć. That's my pierwszy live here. Okay, and let's do this last bit. Oh, maybe I need, yeah. Thank you so much. Okay. Almost done. I hope I inspire you to draw something today. As you can see, it's very easy. No problem at all. To draw something to calm down your nerves, just to breathe. So, just some highlights. Just grip your pen, any paper, and draw some patterns. Or write some words, actually. Oh, I need to sign it. I forgot. Okay. So this is still May the 6th. And this is actually the key number. Oh, it's number 10 already. That one's number 9. Thank you so much for everyone who joined me today. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this live as much as I do. Just to recall, we used these. This was in-shell pattern of mine. Actually, you can buy these patterns on these cards in my Etsy store. It's Alena Light on Etsy. I will share the link if I'll be able to save this live. So hopefully I'll be able to add the link to my store there. So, like so, you have seen me draw two keys to my heart. One says adapt and move on, and the other says just get it done. Yeah, and that stone is actually colored with the same pencils, with these Fosco ones. I love them. These pencils. Claire says that that was too fast to follow, but I have been practicing in pencil. Nice idea. Although I advise just to use your any pen and any kind of sketchbook to practice. And that's why, because when you trace, you actually lose this live movement of your pen. Like so. You see, this is how I draw. Like so. But when I'll try to, to trace it, I need to hold my hand, hold my pen more tightly to trace at the bottom, correctly. And these will not look the same as if I've just followed the flow and just drawn like that. So please, just use your pencil. Practice more. Draw a pattern not once, not twice, but 3 times, 5 times. Get acquainted with it, and just draw it. You see? It's very easy. Thank you so much for joining. I'll try to save the live now. Hopefully, I'll be successful, and you'll be able to rewatch it again, slowly put it on pause, and draw it with me. See you next time. Hopefully, it will be not my last live, and maybe we'll be trying something on stones. Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.